I'll be watching and listening to ensure that the meeting is conducted properly. I will also lead the evaluation segment, which I've started here just now for all of us, and also provide a general evaluation at the end of the meeting. I would also like to call up and introduce our evaluators who will be evaluating the speeches today. And our first evaluator is Mr. Reid Manchester. You ready, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Reid has provided an intro. Is there anything better than a morning speech to get the day started? The heart races, sweat begins to appear. Reid would argue that his morning speeches are almost as good as a morning run. I just have to say almost on that one. I've got some experience with a morning run. Though Gary might disagree. I think Gary might think that the speeches are the more effective for getting your heart rate up. So please welcome Reid Manchester as he comes up to evaluate.
Well, this morning, Gary jumped into the next manual up, where very few of us have reached, and must applaud him and recognize him for that. I think that's fantastic work. And he began his foray into that new manual by asking a question, which was very effective at galvanizing us right at the outset. And he left more than ample time for us to pitch our answers back to him. And that was an extremely effective way to begin the speech. He followed up by explaining that he loves being in front of a crowd. And that's very apparent. He likes seeing the sea of eyes all tied on him. Clearly that might be tied to an ego problem. We'll worry about that later in this evaluation. He also gathered our attention by scaring the crap out of us. Lecture, which is a very effective way to gather our attention, especially if someone is eating a pancake. Which leads me to a potential area of improvement. In the past, I have made fun of Thomas in my speeches repeatedly, and I find great enjoyment in doing so. However, having watched it on the other side as an audience, I now wonder whether or not it's appropriate to single out a single person during a speech, especially if you're going to make fun of them or attack them in any way for not paying attention to your speech. That's something to think about. I'm not sure what the correct direction is. Perhaps there's something in the manual. Gary has a fantastic ability to handle interruptions and use improvisation during his speeches. And he uses those improvisations so clearly, so well, that he turns them into a moment of humor for all of us. However, he does not like the bell, as we've seen in many of the previous speeches. Today, he did very well ignoring the bell, even though it rang quite loudly. So congratulations on that, Gary. Gary is never deadpan. He's always expressive. And that's not for everybody. I think the great applause should be provided to him because he's not just standing here and talking like this, which it engages us all, makes us feel comfortable. He's a very smiley person. So these things all contribute to a very positive, engaging experience for us. He makes good eye contact. All of these things galvanized us, which is part of the purpose of his speech. Does he project confidence and authority? That was one of the goals for his speech today. Without a doubt, Gary, for some reason, always projects confidence and authority. It could be his military background, it could be his large stature, it could be his deep voice. You know, it's difficult to think of Barry White not feeling confident. Did he establish an emotional rapport with us? I think he absolutely did, because he selected a topic that we all know something about and are here to be a part of, and that's public speaking. He did a fantastic job at selecting that. He described how nervous he gets, how we all get, something that galvanized us further. The only thing, and he ended by stating that the only thing preventing you from being a better speaker is you. He left us with something serious to think about that really hit home, and it was very pertinent for his speech topic. Overall, very effective speech. Well done, Gary. Congratulations.